Welcome once again to Code Slice. We are continuing on with the keyboards. Yes, so in this tutorial we will be customizing our keyboard, and then we'll also have a look at how to change layouts and and all of that. All right, let's go on and get started. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do here is we will create a custom text input widget. So first we need to import okay, so we've imported text input. We can create a class custom text input. Okay, and then let's initialize that. Let's copy that. Okay, all right, and let's use our custom widget here as well. Okay, so we have put this custom widget in our start screen. That is what we've done here. Okay, let's save this and let's run just to see if everything is in order. Okay, great, everything is still in order, which is quite good. All right, so in order for us to customize our keyboard, we will need to request the keyboard, and to do that we'll need to import from Kivy call window import window. Okay, so we've imported the window. Now we can finally request the keyboard. Okay, so Kivy in this case for keyboard, so window request keyboard. Okay, so we are requesting the keyboard. Okay, yeah, so we have requested the keyboard here. So now what we want to do is we want to customize the keyboard. All right, so if keyboard widget, okay, let's go in and copy this so that we don't have to type it all the time. Okay, All right, so what's the first thing that maybe we might want to change regarding our widget? Maybe let's suppose you want to change the background color. Okay, so if you want to change the background color, so background color, what do we want to change it to? Let's say to blue. RGB, so yeah, there we go. So now when we run this, as you can see here, the background color is blue. Alright, so that's how you change the background color. Alright, so there's much more that you can do. Like you can change here, you can even put like a border, like a background border. You can also have like yeah, you can also have an image as well, like use an actual image. Maybe let's go on and do that. Let's use an actual image. Let's see here. Yeah, so I already have an image here, which is PNG image. Okay, so let's suppose we want to use this image as a background. So how do we do that? Actually, it's quite simple. Of course, since we're going to be using an image, you don't need to use the background color. So let's just comment that. Okay, so background. All right, so we just say background, and then what do we do? Then we put the image here, PNG. Let's see how that looks. Wow, amazing, right? Look at that. So I think it's really looking good. Alright, so we have our background image that we used here. Alright, so maybe we might also want to change the color of the keys here as well. So how do we do that? We can just simply say key background color, and then we can choose a color. So in this case, I think yellow. So green, RG, green and red, I think should give us yellow. Okay, let's run that and see. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, as you can see now we have our buttons color changed. All right, so there is like a lot more you can do, of course, in customizing your keyboard. So if you want to, you can sort of like also change the border of each key, you know, put like a specific border, color or image or what have you. But we won't be doing that. Yeah, if you want to, go ahead. But you can also change the font as well, the font size if you want to. So by default the size is 20, which is actually quite a good size. Actually, before I implement this, something that I want to show everyone is that ultimately, if you look at the size here, right? If you look at the size, if you sort of like increase the window size, the keyboard adjusts itself and even the size as well. All right. So when you are changing the font size, you are sort of changing this size in relation to its box here. Right. Yeah. So you need to sort of be mindful of that when you are resizing your fonts. Let me just make an example. So for instance, yeah, you wouldn't want to do something crazy like, so the default size is 20. So you wouldn't want to make something crazy like changing the font to 100, for instance, because what will this do? Let's have a look. Look at that, chaotic, right? It's very bad. And in fact, there's nothing that you can do to fix this, because even when you increase the window size, um, the font will sort of increase its size as well in relation to its key. All right. Yeah. So when you put the size, you technically just wanna space the letters light nicely within the key. Yeah, so I would suggest staying within the range of 20, 25, yeah, maybe 30 if you want to. Yeah, but that is just something to, yeah, to keep in mind. So let's go on and make this 25. Yeah. Okay. So what else can we do? Maybe you might want to, yeah, maybe change the keyboard layout. How do you do that? So when it comes to changing a layout, there's already custom layouts that actually Kivy has already, and then you can also create like your own like layouts in a way. Yeah, so you can create your own layouts, or you can use the layouts that are already within Kivy. So how do you use the layouts that are already within Kivy? Okay, that's sort of a bit of a complicated because the Kivy layouts actually you can find them actually within your where's this thing? Let's go here. Yeah. So as you can see here, I just have like yeah, my main Python file here, and then my Kivy file, and then I have an image which we're using. But in order for you to use keyboard layouts, you sort of need to have those layouts. Yes, and those layouts, they need to be written using the yeah, the JSON file. I'm not sure if you're quite familiar with JSON. But if you're not, don't worry. It's nothing that you would have to concern yourself that much with. So let's go and find these layouts. So I'm using Ubuntu. So in Ubuntu, the layouts actually I can just go to home, and then look for local here, and then site packages, and then we look for Kivy. Of course, these are like all the modules that are installed. All right, these are all the modules that are currently installed within this laptop. Okay, let's go on and look for Kivy. Ah, there we go. So we can go in there, and then we can go to this folder here, which is data. As you can see, there's a folder here. So there's a folder here which is keyboards. All right, yeah. So we can go in and copy that folder, and we can paste it here. All right. So what is within this folder? So what you'll find within this folder, there are these different layouts. Basically, there are these different keyboard layouts. To be honest, these layouts, they're not really that much different from each other. In fact, yeah, like they're quite similar. So you might maybe consider wanting to create your own custom layout, and for that, you just need to, um, yeah, perhaps what you can do is you can go to the Kivy documentation. They do sort of show you how to create a custom layout. Yes. So let's suppose I want to use one of these layouts. Like, let's say I want to use this AZERTY keyboard layout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, layout, and then where is my layout? It's in keyboards, right? And the file is AZERTY JSON. Okay, so I can go on and run that. Oh, okay, there's something wrong here. Okay, let's try and fix this error here. Let's see. Oh yes, my bad. I put a comma there. Yeah, it should be okay now. Okay, there we go. It's okay now. All right. So I'm sure you probably don't notice much difference from the, yeah, but actually this is a different layout. As you can see here, it's AZERTY. This is the AZERTY layout. All right, so this is sort of how it is. All right, which is quite different from the normal QWERTY one. All right, yeah. So yeah, once again, you can just use these layouts, or you can just learn to create your own custom layout, which we won't be doing in this tutorial. But if you guys want that, I definitely will release future tutorials where we can actually have a look at that. Alright, and that's pretty much it for this tutorial. So maybe let's just try one more layout. Let's try this one. We're quite familiar with this one. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Keyboards. So we're gonna change the file here. QWERTY. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. QWERTY. Let's go on and run that. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot an R there. Let's catch it before it. Keyboards. Keyboards. Okay. Alright, let's go on and see that. Alright, as you can see now it's a different layout. So this is the QWERTY one. The QWERTY layout. Alright. Yes, and something that I just want to explain. I did say that I would explain this. So if you look here, I'm using doc, right? So I'm using doc. So doc here is sort of, it means that this keyboard here is sort of like attached. All right, it's attached to the window screen. All right, yes. And also when I'm using dock, I can't use like the system keyboard, like the keyboard basically in your laptop or computer. All right. So if you want to use your computer keyboard or your laptop keyboard, you have to change this, right? So you have to change this. So it's either maybe you can use system. So if you say system, this means you are only using the keyboard which is inbuilt within your laptop or desktop. All right, so that's why nothing appears, right? Because I'm using the system one. But if I type on the laptop now, as you can see, I'm able to type. Alright, but if it's dark, you won't be able to type. Yes. Alright. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and have a great day.